Hey guys, it's Sebastian. Way different scenery as you guys can tell. This is a freaking microwave, but I'm at the beach right now. I'm in my hotel room, which has no good views. This is the only thing that has decent lighting. The beach is literally right there. But in this video, I have a few websites pulled up from you guys. You guys actually submitted them on Instagram, and if you didn't actually submit yours, or if you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll have a link in the description for that because I do Q&As and then store reviews pretty often. I'm gonna start doing it weekly, so definitely do give me a follow on there. But yeah, I have some sites pulled up that I'm going to go through, give you guys all advice on your site, and then I'm also going to show you guys some very professional sites, why they convert well, and what you guys can implement onto your site to actually end up having your site convert better. A lot of people don't have some of the basic things that are needed to have a high converting website, so again, hopefully I can get my point across with this video and help you guys out by showcasing some of your guys' site. Before we get into my computer, be sure to smash the like button and click subscribe below, but now let's get into my computer. Okay, so this first site is called Acupressure. I think it's Acupressure. I'm just going to go over the product page because that's what you're sending all of the traffic to when you're running ads, and that's the main focus of your site. Obviously, your homepage should be set up well, and I'll make a video in the near future showing how to set up the homepage, your product page, your FAQ page, all of that stuff. But this video, I'm just going to, again, start going over product pages and seeing exactly how they're doing with their structure. So off the bat, this is actually a really cool product. My mom actually bought this product a few days ago. It came in a few days ago, and I used it. It actually works, kind of well. It feels good. It's definitely not the same as acupuncture because I've had acupuncture, and it's not the same, but it definitely is a cool product. So off the bat, they have a pretty cool logo. I'll zoom in on that and show you guys Acupressure. So it's not like they just, whipped up something in a second. They actually photoshopped this little design in the middle and spaced it out, and it looks pretty professional. It definitely doesn't look like a traditional dropshipping logo. And then on their product images, they have their logo in the top left, which looks really good. And then they have the generic product right here, and their overall vibe for this site is this nice, cool mint green color. So looks pretty good. And then they also have their shipping times, which is ideal because during these times, a lot of people are really skeptical about shipping times, knowing everything that's going on in the world. People are like, oh, am I going to get the product in a month or 2 months? So having it laid out where they outline exactly how long the shipping time will take, that's pretty beneficial for all of your customers. And that'll also save you a lot of headaches because in the future, a lot of customers would actually complain and ask you rapidly when their product is coming in, which is something you don't want to deal with, if I'm being completely honest. Now, they do have an add to cart that does shake, and I'm not too big of a fan of that. It's a little too spammy in my personal opinion. You can leave it. I just personally don't prefer shaky add to carts. They look a little sketchy. I just personally don't like them. And then they do have secure and trusted checkout, and then they explain the payment providers or the payment methods that they will accept. And then they have all their variants right here. They load pretty quickly. I would restructure your images though, because they're not in order, so it looks kind of weird when you're shuffling through them, but that's something really minor. It's not going to make a whole lot of difference. But then they have features right here, so they explain the features, but that's about it. And if you've ever sold a winning product and you have scaled the store to 6 figures per month, you probably know that this is not what it takes to make a product successful. You need a pretty long description, especially for these products, because from the product page, you read it's a therapy mat, and you don't even say acupuncture in the title. And then on here, the material, the increased energy circulation, relaxation, you have benefits right here, but you could make this a really long and in-depth product description that has way more content. Sorry if the camera's a bit shaky. The table does wobble a bit, so that might be the reason. Again, I'm at a hotel, so I'm working with what I got. But like I was saying, the product page has good foundations, okay? You have shipping times, you have 118 reviews, that's really good, and then you have content on here. You have your logo set up nicely, the color's good. I would say if I was to run this site, I would definitely redesign the product description and make it really long and in-depth, add content on it, maybe even order the product and get someone to film videos for you of the product, just simply using the product, and have it set up like that. And then again, you do have good reviews that are very visual, and that's what a lot of people like to see. My overall rule of thumb is if I scroll through this product page and description and don't know what the product is, just off of glancing at the visuals, why should I buy it? Like, people don't like reading as much. I mean, some people do like reading in depth, but when they're first glancing at the product, they're going to be like, okay, cool, therapy mats, let's go down. Okay, I see. Is it like, do you use it when you're on the toilet, or like, what's the deal? And then the rest of these reviews don't really show the product being used, so there's not much information as to how the product works and what it does for you. There's just the description that lists out some benefits, but that's it. So this site is overall, it has a good structure and a good base, but there are definitely a lot of things to improve on. First things first, the product description should be improved. And then second thing, I would suggest you order the product and just have someone take photos with it. Like maybe ask a few of your friends, this is your video, ask a few friends or family members, hey, can I get a picture of you using the product? and then load those onto reviews so that you have more trustworthy reviews that show the product working. And then you do have a sticky add to cart. That's good. I would leave that. But overall, site again has a great base. I think there's just some things you should improve on. So here's a perfect example of what you could do. This is the same product pretty much. And this is, I don't know if you guys have seen this site. It's called Inspire Uplift. Huge dropshipping store. Like they're probably doing multi 7 figures a month because they just sell every single product that's on the market, like literally. But how they have their site structured is in the beginning of their description, they have a video showing off the product and how it works. And right away, you can see that someone lays on it. And then you can apparently lay on it at the lake or beach, which is cool. They're showing off, again, the product working right away, which is what you want to see. Because if I'm a consumer and I'm scrolling through, I'm just going to land on the product page, scroll. And if I don't see any content as to what the product does, I'm just going to bounce off the site. So off this one, or on this site, you scroll through and you see right away, this older lady is laying on it and she's getting relief from this little mat. Now this site in itself could definitely improve on their reviews. They only have one review, but nonetheless, this is how you should sort of structure your site. I'll include another example for one of the other sites that I'm going to review, but this is the first one. Overall, I would give this site like maybe a 6 or a 7 out of 10. You don't have to overcomplicate your site. I would just say the product description is very important. Like that's what sells the product for you. This next site is Brighton Wheels, and they sell this little car wheel LED light. So cool product. It has a cool effect to it when you twist it onto your wheel and then you drive and it lights it up. I don't think this product is bad necessarily. I just think this product description can also be improved on. If there's one thing you guys can learn if you're just getting started with dropshipping, don't overcomplicate the way you set up your website. Don't overcomplicate your name. Don't overcomplicate the way you run ads. The most important part is driving traffic to your site and then converting that traffic. Now, how do you convert the traffic into sales on your website? You have a very in-depth and informative description that showcases the product, all the benefits, and shows the product being used. That's the most important part of your website when you're selling a product, because people need to be convinced and sold that the product is beneficial in their life and that they are sort of missing out if they don't buy the product. Personally, I would brand the product title something where it's like Brighton Wheel LED light, something like that, where it's more branded approach, not as much as just a general product that is generic. And so I would do something like that, and then I would just write a really in-depth product description, because that is what's going to sell the product. The next site is called Pizzipup. I believe that's how you pronounce it. This site is freaking dope. Like, I'm going to be completely honest. The homepage, they have cute dogs chilling here, and then they have their logo right here, or just their name. The one-stop pup shop. So they have great graphics right here, and then you scroll down and they have products right here, so pups favorites. And all of these photos are branded with their logo, which looks amazing. I believe that's actually an app that does that for you. But nonetheless, this homepage is set up really well. I know I mentioned that I was going to go through product pages in specifics, but I don't know exactly what product is like the banger for this site, so I can't go through one specific product. But overall, the homepage is sick. Like, if you scroll through after this, they have this Instagram feed, and then they have a nice looking footer, so I can click through to one of these products and see. So here's one of the product pages, and they have it structured pretty decently. This is exactly what I'm talking about. They have a little GIF right here, or GIF, that shows the product being used, and then you scroll down and they have a photo, why choose this harness, and then they have another video and just tons of content showing the consumers why they're missing out on this product. And then on the bottom, they have reviews, tons of dogs that have this product, which is amazing. They're lifestyle photos. It's not like they're just photos like this where it's just the product, which definitely helps convert more traffic into purchases. So this site set up really well. I like the way they have their homepage laid out and their product page. Everything looks pretty top-notch. Speaking of top-notch ads, if you guys want custom video ads, I'll have a link in the description for that. A lot of people ask me where I get my video ads done. So link in the description for that, and then if you use my code SSEB, which spells out Seb with an extra S, you'll get $5 off. But like I was saying, great sites. I would say 8 out of 10 for this site. I mean, you don't have to be a 10 out of 10. Like 10 out of 10, my gauge of 10 out of 10 is really high, and I rarely see 10 out of 10 sites, but it doesn't need to be a 10 out of 10 site to convert your traffic into sales and have a really profitable store. So keep that in mind. This is the second to last website that I actually got submitted that I'm going to be reviewing. This one is called Yoshop.com. Kind of weird domain if I'm being completely honest, and I don't really get the purpose of the name, but I guess don't overcomplicate it, right? But here's the thing. The product description is pretty bland. So it just said cycling indicator vest, and then there's just a simple add to cart and buy it now button. And then they have a countdown timer and all these secure checkouts, badges, and then they have a really short product description. So Here's the thing, okay? If someone lands on this product page, they read cycling indicator vest and they get a general understanding of how it works. But here's the thing, they don't get the complete detail. Like, they don't know exactly how it works. They see that it's a vest, but maybe something in their head could be like, how can I change it to where it says left turn or right turn or circle or line? I don't know what the purpose of those are. I don't really ride bikes, so I'm clueless, but there are a lot of questions that potential consumers may have with this product, and that's why you write a long description that then sells the product and answers all of those questions so that people buy the product and they don't bounce off your site because they're just confused as hell as to what the product is. And then they do have some reviews on their site, but no photo reviews. I strongly suggest you guys to look up one of these products on Amazon, and I'm positive there are going to be a lot of reviews that show the product in use with a photo, not just text, which again, photos convert really well. An example of how I would set up this product page would be something like this, where they have the product page here, they have the price, you can get the green or gray one, and then they have quantity selector, add to cart, and then they have a GIF right here showing the product being used, which is what I always, again, recommend. Like, I hope you guys are catching on to what I'm saying. I'm essentially saying, don't overcomplicate the way you structure your sites, have it feel a little more branded, have content on there that answers the question for these potential customers, and then answer essentially all the questions in the product description and write it to where it sounds good and it flows well and it's dense. And then also have a lot of reviews with visuals, so like with photos and long text of the reviews, because people like reading freaking Harry Potter books in the reviews. If you guys go again to Amazon, people write such long reviews in there, and it's for a good reason. A lot of people like to read those things and get good insights as to if the product is a good buy or not. This is going to be the last website I review. I apologize if I did not review your site. In the first 20 minutes, I probably got 50 plus websites submitted, so it was overwhelming. I'm not used to having all of these submissions, and it's pretty mind-boggling to think that all of you guys watch my videos and follow me on Instagram. Like, it's actually crazy because I'm not used to it at all. Either way, thank you guys so much for all the support. It's again been pretty crazy, but let's finish up this video and go through this website, because this will be like the nail in the coffin that just solidifies what I'm telling you guys as to how to properly set up your website with all of these examples. So this is another one that was submitted on Instagram. Again, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I do these Q&As and these website reviews pretty often. Again, I'm gonna try and do them weekly. So this product description, it's basically the same as all of the other ones that you guys have submitted. They're very bland and they aren't in depth. Like, it just shows a little bit of context as to what the product is, and then they just kind of do that, and that's kind of it. And I know it is hard to write these descriptions out. It takes a lot of time, and I used to hate doing it until I started seeing the money, and then I was like, holy crap, I just have to write in-depth descriptions and add like videos and GIFs to it, and then I'll make more money. Like, that's awesome. It seems pretty simple. So now I put in so much time into writing them because I know the value. Once you guys see the value, it will probably happen to you, but before that, you guys will probably half-ass the descriptions like this. So overall, same thing I'm going to say with stuff like this one, where they just did not write enough information for the consumers, especially with a product like this. Like, I read the title and I see it's an ultimate facial cleanser and massager, but like, I want to see exactly how it works and what you use it for, and you know what the different colors mean and all that stuff, which I'm sure they say it somewhere in here, but the issue is people like to just see a video or see a GIF or a photo showing what it does. Like, scrolling through this, I didn't see how the product works. Like, there's no context as to what the product does. It's just showing that it's some skincare device, which is what everyone markets these products as. For this site, I would give it a 5 out of 10 just because the description is very, very minimal. There's not a lot of information there. And then you need to add photos on your description showing the product being used, as well as reviews of the product being used, or just some sort of context so that these visitors who are potentially going to buy your product know what the product does and how it works. That is going to wrap it up for reviewing 5 of your guys' dropshipping websites. Hope you guys got massive value from this. And again, if I didn't do yours, please be patient. I'll probably do yours in the next video or the next few videos, because I want to start doing this type of video every single week, and I definitely want to have more structure with my schedule. If I'm being honest, I kind of just think of an idea the day before I film the video, and then that's it. And that's kind of the schedule I'm on right now. So I definitely want to create a more structured schedule, which will include these types of videos on a weekly basis. But nonetheless, hope you guys got massive value from this. If you did, smash the like button and click subscribe below, because I post daily dropshipping content for you guys. And if you have any questions or comments or concerns, drop those in the comment section below. And then I'll have a link in the description for top-notch ads if you guys need custom video ads, as well as my Instagram page in case you guys want to follow me. But other than that, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.